Praise Yahweh. Praise Yahweh. Praise the Heavenly Father. Praise Yahweh. Thank you for joining me. Stay here. Stick around with me because this is some good stuff right here. And before I get into it, I want to say Big Unc says, you're doing a fine job, sister. Big Unc says, keep up the fine work. Praise Yahweh only. Stay with Yahweh only. And may he bless you and your family with endless blessings. All right. Um, Now, so what I want to talk about is the black people. That's going to be the name of this. Black people, all end times Bible prophecy is about your redemption. All Bible prophecy is about you. We've learned from Christianity falsely that Bible prophecy is about the other people. We thought that it involved them, their God, Jesus. We've been taught that the European God and the Eurocentric way of looking at the Bible, and it has been through Christianity. And Yahweh's waking us up now even more to realize that that's all wrong, and that Christianity, um, Islam, those are Abrahamic religions that in other words, they drew from what they derive from our Hebrew scriptures and Yahweh's relationship with Father Abraham. So, but they take from it, but they don't live to its full message. Now, Christianity puts themselves in the place of the children of Israel, like they're the ones, like they're the spiritual Israel. So all the blessings go to them or to the church. That is a lie. That's not true. It's a deception. And think about it. If when you get taught by your oppressors, when you get taught by your enemies, they're not going to teach you the truth. And that's what's happened. So I want to emphasize, I've done other videos about our history, and I'm going to do more. There's a lot of videos proving that African Americans and other descendants of the transatlantic slave trade are the children of God. And not only us, those in the Caribbean and South America, Central America, all over the world, and especially sub-Saharan Africa is where we come from. West Africa, Central Africa, East Africa, South Africa, but we come from West Africa mostly. The people that we come from are the children of Israel that migrated from Israel across Africa in the Bantu migration. The Bantus are the Israelites. And some settled in West Africa, some settled, went on down, some settled going across in different places going to West Africa. Some went east. Some, and what happened, many of them who went to West Africa kept migrating down south into the east to Central Africa, and they're called Bantus. But guess what? The West Africans and the Bantus are the same people. They are the Negroes, or the race known as Negroes, and that's how you find out who we are, through that classification. And so this is talking about all the race of Negroes. It's not all black people, but just us and the ones who descend from those Africa, the transatlantic slave trade. And so it's important to know who the Israelites are, because then you know who the Bible prophecy is talking about. And when you really look, Christianity has used little parts of the Hebrew scripture, but twisted them to fit their doctrines. But what I found, now check this out before I'm going to do some Bible reading, but listen, we need to know. This is why people are talking about it. We need to know. We're finding out in those of us who are waking up to this increased knowledge that Yahweh is pouring out. Once you turn, I want to encourage my people to turn back to the Hebrew scriptures in the Old Testament and read them and read the Bible prophecies. And there you will see that Yahweh, the God of the Old Testament, offers you more than Christianity. He offers you more. You get justice. You get taken back to the land. You get redemption. Everlasting life is in the Old Testament as well. He's going to call our people from all the lands that we've been scattered in. And he's going to administer the justice to those who have mistreated us. The Bible goes in depth. Many people who've never really read that will be surprised how much in depth our holy scriptures go into the punishment that's going to be given to those who have mistreated the children of Israel. The whole Bible prophecy is about us, about the black people, the Israelites. Know that there's a great future. Now things are going to get, there's going to be times, there's going to be rough times ahead. Things are going to get worse before they get better. But realize that you're the children of God. When you turn to Yahweh, you don't have to worry. When you worship Yahweh only and leave this Christianity business alone and leave Jesus alone, he is not God, it's a lie. He goes against everything that the Holy Scriptures stand for. Our Holy Scriptures are the books, what Christianity may call the Old Testament, 39 books. And so let me, okay, so listen. When you trust in Yahweh and realize that he's going to do all these things and I'm just going to go over a little bit, you don't have to be afraid. Something's happened since I started worshiping Yahweh only. I don't feel something tugging at me, like pulling, trying to worship Jesus and Yahweh. And then when I left the New Testament alone and worshiped Yahweh only, I felt a love. I felt a relief, a pureness, and a peace and an understanding that I've never had before. And Yahweh opened up my mind in a way and ever since then, when I seen it and saw the truth and felt what it feels like to worship Yahweh and to pray to him alone, everything it just it's been everything's been better. My life's better. And so let's look into this. Do not be afraid. Don't be afraid, Israelites, because redemption is coming. You trust in Yahweh and watch what he does. He's going to bring it. People think that they have everything under control, under their hands, but that is foolishness. Yahweh has everything in control, under control. He always has. And this is a time of judgment. You will see this. This is something that our eyes are going to see. Let's look at Isaiah chapter 65. And go down to, I'm going to start at verse 16, okay? And so we can emphasize the blessings that what we have to look forward to. Black people, this is not about somebody else. It's not about some people over there. It's not about European people. This is about you. The people look at the lowliest of the low. The people who would least expect to be the children of God. It's been us. It's been you, Israelites, black people, Negroes. This whole time it's been you. All this is about you. Verse Isaiah verse Isaiah chapter 65 verse 16. Because he who is blessed in the earth will be blessed by the God of truth. And he who swears in the earth will swear by the God of truth, because the former distresses are forgotten, and because they are hidden from my sight. Now, this is the Legacy Standard Bible. I like to use it because it has Yahweh's name in there where it's supposed to be. It's supposed to really be in the Old Testament or Hebrew scriptures. Yahweh's name is supposed to be in there over 6,000 times, and it has been taken out. You will not fully understand the Old Testament until you understand, until you see Yahweh's name in there where it's supposed to be. Then you're going to know that everything is about Yahweh. There was never no Jesus. Okay, so let's go on now. This section is called New Heavens and a New Earth. That's what we all look forward to. Let's get into this, brothers and sisters. For behold, I am creating a new heavens and a new earth, and the former things will not be remembered or come upon the heart. But be joyful and rejoice forever in what I create. For behold, I create Jerusalem for rejoicing, and her people for joy. That's you. I will also rejoice in Jerusalem and be joyful in my people. And there will no longer be heard in her the voice of weeping and the voice of crying. No longer will there be an infant who lives but a few days, or an old man who does not fulfill his days. The youth will die at the age of 100, and the one who does not reach the age of 100 will be thought accursed. They will build houses and inhabit them. They will also plant vineyards and eat their fruit. They will not build and another inhabit. They will not plant and another eat. For as the lifetime of a tree, so will be the days of my people, and my chosen ones will wear out the work of their hands. They will not labor in vain or bear children for terror, for they are the seed of those blessed by Yahweh, and their offspring with them. Listen to this. And it will be that before they call, I will answer, and while they are still speaking, I will hear. Did you hear that? So right there, Yahweh saying, it's not going to be a thing where you pray and you wait and you have to. No, you're going to be praying while you're yet in before you call. Yahweh is going to be, he's going to be on it. He will answer. And while we are still speaking, Yahweh will hear. Now listen, the wolf and the lamb will graze together, and the lion will eat straw like the ox, and the dust will be the serpent's food. They will do no evil or act corruptly in all my holy mountain, says Yahweh. So listen, that right there, the animals not going to be killing each other. There's not going to be any more violence or blood, anything like that. Think about it. The wolf and the lamb will graze together, and the lion and the ox. You don't have to worry about the serpents anymore, the snakes. Now listen, there'll be no more of that. It'll be safe. Now let's go ahead. There'll be a new heavens and a new earth. And think about it, all the stuff that our people have gone through, the stuff that our people have dealt with, those who will be resurrected. They're not going to even remember those things anymore. It will not come into memory or upon the heart. They'll be joyful. People will be joyful forever. No more crying, no more weeping. Now, let's go to the part where it says, so Isaiah chapter 65, verse 22 says, in the lower part, it says, so, for as the lifetime of a tree, so will be the days of my people. Did you hear that? So what that means is that people's going to be there a long, long time. Trees can live thousands and thousands of years. But what it's really talking about is everlasting life. Daniel 12, chapter 1, verse 1, at the end of it says, everyone who is found written in the book will be rescued. That's at the end of days. Verse 2, and many of those who sleep in the dust of the ground will awake, these to everlasting life. So you hear that there's going to be everlasting life. They have many things to look forward to, black people. Peace and blessings to you.